Hey there, I'm Daisy Mitchell, 32, single, and working as a financial advisor at Morgan Stanley. My life revolves around my amazing niece Emma, who's got this thing called muscular dystrophy. But let me tell you, that kid's got more spirit than anyone I've ever met. Aunt Daisy, can you help me with this art project? Emma calls from her bedroom, her voice carrying that infectious enthusiasm that always makes me smile. Coming, sweetie. I navigate through the hallway of my sister's house, where I spend most of my evenings after work. The walls are lined with Emma's artwork. She's got talent that would put most adults to shame. Look what I did! She proudly displays a watercolor painting of our family. Her hands shake slightly as she holds it up, but her grin is steady as ever. Girl, you're gonna be in galleries one day. I ruffle her hair, helping her adjust her position in the wheelchair. My phone buzzes. It's Rachel, my best friend since college. Your sister's being weird again, the text reads. Rachel works at the same hospital where Emma gets her treatments. What do you mean? I text back quickly. Amanda was here earlier talking to Dr. Stevens about some experimental treatment. Seemed shifty. Before I can respond, Amanda bursts through the door, her nurse scrub still on from her shift at the retirement home. Daisy, you won't believe what just happened. Mom's got her excited voice on, Emma whispers, making me chuckle. I got offered a position at this new medical research facility, Amanda continues, her words tumbling out fast. The pay is incredible, like triple what I'm making now. Greg, my brother-in-law, appears from the kitchen, wiping his hands on a dish towel. Babe, slow down. What facility? Well, I can't say much yet. It's all very confidential. Amanda's eyes dart around, not meeting anyone's gaze. I feel my stomach twist. Something's off. I've been helping with Emma's medical bills for years, putting aside a chunk of my salary every month. We've researched every legitimate treatment option available. Amanda, what aren't you telling us? I keep my voice low, conscious of Emma watching us intently. Nothing, it's just, they're doing some groundbreaking research. They're interested in cases like Emma's. Does this have anything to do with what you were discussing with Dr. Stevens? I ask, thinking about Rachel's text. Amanda freezes for a split second. How did you... Never mind. Listen, I need to borrow some money. Just temporarily. There's an initial investment required. Investment? Greg and I say simultaneously. It's completely legitimate, Amanda insists. But she's wringing her hands, her tell when she's nervous. We'll talk about this later, I say firmly, noticing Emma's worried expression. But Daisy, this could change everything, Amanda pleads. I look at Emma, then back at my sister. Something doesn't add up, and I'm going to figure out what it is. One thing's for sure. Nobody's messing with my niece's well-being, not on my watch. Later that night, after putting Emma to bed, I overheard voices from the kitchen. Creeping closer, I caught fragments of Amanda and Greg's heated conversation. We can't keep living like this. The facility in Seattle has an excellent reputation. But shipping her off to some state home? Amanda, she's our daughter. A daughter who needs round-the-clock care. This job opportunity could give us a real life, Greg. Don't you want that? My blood ran cold. I stormed into the kitchen, my hands shaking. A real life? What the hell does that mean? Amanda jumped, quickly closing her laptop. Daisy, I thought you'd left. Yeah, clearly. Want to explain what I just heard about shipping my niece off to some facility? You don't understand. This isn't just about the job. We're drowning here. So what? You're gonna dump Emma in some institution and jet off to Seattle? Greg stepped between us. Nobody's dumping anyone. We're exploring options. Options? Since when did abandoning your kid become an option? I pulled out my phone, calling Rachel. Hey, I need you to dig into this Seattle thing. Something's not adding up. Already on it, Rachel replied. Check your messages. I opened the link she sent. Screenshots from Amanda's private Instagram account. My sister, posing in front of luxury condos, #futurehome, posts about starting fresh and leaving baggage behind. Baggage? That's what you're calling your daughter now? I shoved the phone in Amanda's face. You had Rachel spy on me? That's crossing a line? No, The line got crossed when you started planning to ditch your kid. Greg grabbed the phone, scrolling through the posts. His face darkened. Amanda, what is this? You said we were just looking at treatment facilities. Oh, now you're playing innocent? I turned on Greg. Don't act like you weren't just in here plotting with her. I thought we were discussing temporary care options, not... He gestured at the phone. Whatever this is. Emma deserves better than both of you. I was yelling now, not caring who heard. All that talk about investment and research facilities, it was just a cover, wasn't it? You don't get to judge me, Amanda snapped. You get to be the fun aunt, swooping in with money and gifts. I'm the one changing feeding tubes at 3 a.m. Because that's what parents do. They don't abandon their kids for a fancy condo and a fresh start. Maybe I want more than being a full-time caregiver. Maybe I want a life. And what about Emma's life? My voice cracked. What about her dreams, her art, everything she's working towards? Greg slumped against the counter. Amanda, tell me you weren't really planning this. Of course I was. And you know what? I'm done feeling guilty about it. Emma holds us back from everything. Careers, travel, a normal marriage. The facility can give her what she needs. I grabbed my keys. I'm calling a lawyer first thing tomorrow. You're not shipping her anywhere. I rushed through the hospital corridors, my heels clicking against the linoleum floor. Rachel was waiting by the nurse's station, clutching a stack of files. You need to see this, she whispered, pulling me into an empty consultation room. Emma's disability payments. They've been getting transferred to a private account. My phone buzzed. A text from Emma. Aunt Daisy, something's wrong. They're not giving me my meds on time. Mom barely visits. I'm gonna kill her, I hissed, showing Rachel the text. We need Michael on this now. Already called him. He's on his way. Michael Torres, the disability rights advocate we'd contacted, strode in 15 minutes later. Got your message. Financial abuse is common in these cases, but this is particularly egregious. Talk to me straight. What are we looking at here? Based on these records, Amanda has been siphoning funds meant for Emma's care for months. The facility she chose? It's under investigation for multiple violations. My phone rang. Greg. Daisy, you need to get down here, now. At the facility, Greg stood in the parking lot, his face ashen. I followed her. Amanda's been meeting her boss in secret. They're planning to move to Europe together. While Emma rots in this dump? Hell no. I started toward the entrance. Wait. Michael grabbed my arm. We need to document everything. Take photos, gather witness statements, build an airtight case. Inside, Emma's room was bare. No art supplies, no personal touches. She lit up when she saw me. These bruises. I examined her arms. How did this happen? The night staff gets rough sometimes. When I ask for help too much. Rachel was already photographing everything, her nurse training kicking in. Patient neglect, medication mismanagement, improper handling. Emma, sweetie, I need you to tell Michael everything. Can you do that? She nodded bravely. Will this help me leave? You're damn right it will. Greg paced the room. I found transfer papers in Amanda's desk. She's been moving money around since January. Even Emma's college fund. It's all gone. The facility's billing records don't match the care provided, Michael noted, scrolling through his tablet. Classic fraud pattern. My phone buzzed again. Amanda. Where's Emma? The facility called. Oh, now you care? Tell me, how's the Europe planning going? Silence. Then, who told you? Your husband did, right after he found out about you and the boss. Real classy, sis. You don't understand. No, you don't understand. We've got proof of everything. The missing funds, the neglect, all of it. Hope that European vacation was worth losing custody over. You can't. Watch me. Michael, you got what you need? He nodded grimly. More than enough for an emergency custody hearing. Greg, as her father, if you're willing to testify. Whatever it takes, Greg said firmly. I failed Emma once. Never again. Pack your bags, kiddo, I told Emma, squeezing her hand. You're coming home with me. The courtroom fell silent as Michael presented the evidence. Amanda sat stone-faced beside her attorney while the judge reviewed the financial records. Your Honor, we've documented systematic abuse of disability funds exceeding $180,000. Amanda leaped up. That money was for our family's survival. For survival in Europe with your married boss? Greg shot back. Tell that to our daughter who was lying in her own filth because the facility was understaffed. The judge banged his gavel. Order! Mrs. Mitchell, these allegations are extremely serious. The company's internal investigation confirms the affair and financial misconduct, Michael continued. Both Amanda Mitchell and CEO James Wilson have been terminated. I squeezed Emma's hand as she whispered, Is it almost over? The court finds overwhelming evidence of negligence and financial abuse. Full custody is awarded to Gregory Mitchell, with Daisy Mitchell named as legal guardian for medical decisions. Amanda collapsed in her chair as Greg signed the divorce papers. You've ruined everything! No, you did that all by yourself, I snapped. Emma deserved better. Outside the courthouse, reporters swarmed around us. Mr. Mitchell, any comment on your wife's affair with Wilson Industries CEO? My only concern is my daughter's welfare, Greg stated firmly. 3 months later, I helped Emma settle into her new art therapy room we'd set up in Greg's house. Her latest painting showed our whole support system. Greg, me, Rachel, even Michael. Check this out, Rachel burst in, waving her phone. Wilson Industries stock dropped 30% after the scandal broke. Amanda and her boyfriend are basically unemployable. Good, Greg muttered, hanging up Emma's newest artwork. Maybe they can survive on stolen disability funds? Can we not talk about her? Emma asked, adjusting her new electric wheelchair, properly fitted this time. I want to show you my college application portfolio. Already? Girl, you're on fire! I helped her organize the paintings. The art school dean was really impressed, Michael added, dropping by with more legal papers. Their disability support program is top-notch. Speaking of support, Greg cleared his throat. Daisy, I can't thank you enough. Moving in here, helping with everything. Hey, we're family. The real kind, not the trash that runs off to Europe. Did you see her latest Facebook post? Rachel scrolled through her phone, complaining about how everyone betrayed her. Classic narcissist. Whatever, Emma rolled her eyes. I've got my first real art show next week. That's what matters. And your physical therapy is showing amazing progress, I added, watching her maneuver confidently around the room. Because I'm actually getting the care I need now, she grinned. Hey, Dad, can we paint my room purple? Already bought the paint, Greg laughed. Daisy picked out the shade. We're gonna make it perfect, I promised, watching Emma sketch out her plans. Everything exactly how you want it. It already is, she smiled, putting the finishing touches on her latest piece, a bright, hopeful sunrise. I've got my real family now. What would you do if you discovered your own sister was stealing money meant for your sick niece's medical care, all while planning to abandon her child for a luxury lifestyle abroad? How far would you go to protect a vulnerable family member from their own parents' betrayal? Share your thoughts in the comments. Would you have turned your sister in immediately or tried to handle things privately first? What do you think is the right balance between family loyalty and doing what's morally right? If this story moved you, hit that like button and subscribe to catch more compelling family dramas that make us question where our true loyalties should lie. New stories that challenge our moral compass drop every week. Remember, sometimes the hardest choices aren't between right and wrong, but between two painful rights. What would you choose?